Sending unity. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Laura Dubois, the music director here, filling in. John is on a well-deserved vacation. And we are so happy that you've joined us, both those of you here in the sanctuary and also those of you watching online. We are sending you our love. And today's service is reminding us of the beautiful world that's out there. I know there's a lot going on that's not beautiful, but we can choose where to put our perspective and what we're going to think about. And today we're going to celebrate the beauty and the love that's out there. And you know what? It's not that we're denying the other things that are out there. We're just affirming the beauty, and that lifts us up and allows us to continue shining our light. So please join us in our opening song. That's a little different than normal. We're choosing to do Pure Imagination.
Take a look and you'll see into your imagination. We'll begin with a spin, traveling in a world of creation. What we'll see will defy explanation. To view paradise, simply look around and view it. Anything you want to do it. Want to change the world, there's nothing to it. There is no life I know to compare with your imagination. Living there, you'll be free if you truly wish to be. To view paradise, simply look around and view it. Anything you want to do it. Want to change the world, there's nothing to it. There is no life I know to compare with pure imagination. Living there, you'll be free if you truly wish to be.
Good morning, everybody. It's so good to see all your beautiful faces. So we'll go ahead and bless our children. So if you'll repeat after me. We love you. We bless you. And we behold the divine spark within each and every one of you. Thank you.
We are so blessed to have these bright lights in our midst. They are a blessing as we bless them. And now I'd like to invite Grace to light our candle.
Good morning. I light the candle today to shine the light for all of the peoples displaced by war and politics and whatever, that are missing their family members, having their families torn apart, that this light is the beacon of hope and love. We pray for them to come together again with their loved ones.
Thank you, Grace. So now we prepare to open with prayer as we observe that light shining. That is the light that reflects from inside each and every one of us. So we open to that awareness of the divine within us. Feel free to close your eyes. I'm reminded of words by Lao Tzu. Break into the silence within. Hold attention in stillness. And in the world outside, you will ably master the 10,000 things. When we align with Spirit, we are guided, we are strengthened and encouraged to do the right thing, to work towards our potential, and to be a light to one another, recognizing the Christ, as Alice said, in each and every one of us. And so it is. Amen. Well, welcome, Unity. I'm enjoying summer, although there's a bit much of it right now. More than I bargained for. And wouldn't you know, the day of the picnic, it rained. But 30 of you showed up anyway. And one of you left this lovely knife. So feel free to claim it after the service. All right. Maybe some of you are brand new with us. And if you haven't already received a welcome packet, our ushers are happy to bring you one. Feel free to raise your hand and they will find you. On the front is a little tag, a name tag. If you'll put your name on that, then we can find you after the service, and we'll hope you'll join us in the fellowship hall so we can greet you and maybe share a bite to eat with you if you'll sit at the sunflower table. All right, enough from me. Welcome all, whether you're new or returning, welcome. I love to just look around and recognize these faces. And if I haven't met you yet, I'm looking forward to doing so. Enough from me. And now, Donovan.
Makes it almost seem magical, huh? Hi, welcome. So I'm curious about the butter knife. So now I just need to get some peanut butter and a piece of bread. Oh, we have quite a few announcements, so I'll get into it. Make sure that you turn your cell phones off or silence them so they don't ring during the service. If you're not sure, you can check real quick. The August bulletin is posted. Be sure to check it out. Oh, and I didn't welcome everyone. I'm sorry. Welcome. And welcome to our viewers. Thank you. You're welcome. Okay. I'm trying a little discombobulated today. Okie doke. The August bulletin is posted. Be sure to check it out at our website at unityofthevalley.org. Prayer request. If you're in need of prayer for yourself or a loved one or whomever, you can place your prayer card in the prayer box in the foyer right out there in the corner after the service. And for those watching on our live stream, you can contact Julia. And her info is on the screen if you want to write it down or memorize it. Today, join us for salad in the fellowship hall after the service. Can you bring a salad on a Sunday? We are looking for 2 people to sign up, thank you, Larry, for a Sunday to bring salad during the summer. So if you can do that or interested, there are some sign-up sheets out in the fellowship hall. Tuesday, 11:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m., Unity Hangout with Sean and Alice. Coffee is provided. Bring yourself, a friend, a snack, and come and hang out. Okay, 7 p.m. on Tuesday, the Behind the Lens seminar movie is Bob Le Flambeur. Is that how you say it? Flambeur? I never took French, which is Bob the High Roller, is what Tom told me. He said that it's a French heist movie, and it was right before the New Wave in France. It said the director loved American gangsters pictures in the 30s, so that influenced this. And please come and check it out. I guess last week they had Invasion of the Body Snatchers, so it's always something cool and different. And Tom has a discussion afterwards, so you can ask questions and get his knowledge of Hollywood, because he's been there. Anyway, it is $30 for the series, and that's 12 movies, or $5 each time if you want to just go pick and choose. Okay, Wednesday, 4:30 to 5:30 p.m., the Unity Grief Support Group, facilitated by Reverend Inga, meets in the fellowship hall. Next Sunday, Laura Dubois will conclude August with an exploration of the power of our words. Yeah. I love that you're speaking more and doing this ministerial thing that you're on. It's awesome. All right, page 2. Upcoming Wednesday, September 3rd from 7 to 8 p.m., chanting and meditation in the sanctuary with John West and Donna O'Neill. Saturday, September 6th, 10:30 a.m. to noon, Sacred Women's Circle in the upstairs Fillmore wing. Join Alice and Gina for a time of connecting, meditating, and doing a fun project that incorporates the theme for this September's gathering, which is affirming our good. So check that out. Mondays, September 8th through 29th, 6 to 8 p.m., Prayer Works Wonders. Amen. This interactive class includes demonstrations of various approaches to praying for ourselves and others, and gives the opportunity to learn by doing. Facilitated by Reverend Inga. Please sign up in the fellowship hall. And if you don't know, there's a table out there and there's some forms. You can sign up. Couple more. Friday, September 12th and 26th, 1 to 3 p.m., Instrumental Inner Listening Practice with Jerry Green in the Sanctuary. That sounds cool. Tune into spirit with your own instrument, voice, and movement, or sit in silence, and this is free. Sunday, September 14th through November 9th, 6:30 to 8 p.m., Befriending Death Zoom class, facilitated by Reverend Dick Everett and Annie Sinclair. In this 8-week class, you'll have the opportunity to learn and talk about the many aspects of death and dying. We'll be learning from experts and sharing in small group discussions. Pre-register at richard.everett@comcast.net. Sorry, I just felt like I had to get, this is a lot, Gina, but I'm glad there's so much going on. That's awesome. Love you too. Okay, and now Laura has an announcement.
So Unity's 5th principle is that we walk our talk, right? We take the principles that Unity has and we do our best to live them. And I'm always amazed at this community of how we step up to help others. And our beloved Paul was in a devastating auto accident, but the miracle is he is basically okay. He has some injuries, but they're not life-threatening. All his horns got pretty much ruined, but they're in the shop, and we are trying to raise money to help him get his instruments back so he can continue to shine his light in the world. Unity of the Valley has a community support fund, and that's for anybody that's in need that can talk to the ministers and apply for help there. And currently our funds are down low, and we need them to be higher in order to help Paul. So if you'd like to contribute, the beauty is it's totally tax deductible. You can contribute a check written out to Unity of the Valley and stipulated this is for the community support fund to help Paul. And right now we're doing like this effort to help him, and also we're still keeping in mind other people that need help in the community as well. You can read about it in the bulletin, but thank you so much. Any love, cards, calls, support that we can send Paul, I'm sure it will lift up his spirits. And now we're going to rise and sing Day by Day. And I want to say that our music team also never ceases to amaze me. And when we get thrown curveballs, it's amazing what we're capable of. And there's a surprise waiting for you in this song, and you'll see exactly what I mean.
Day by day, day by day. Oh dear Lord, three things I pray: to see Thee more clearly, follow Thee more dearly, follow Thee more dearly, day by day, year by year, year by year. Oh dear Lord, three things are clear: to see Thee more clearly, I love Thee more dearly, follow Thee more nearly, year by year. In this hour, in this hour, oh dear Lord, I have the power. See Thee more clearly, love Thee more dearly, follow Thee more nearly, in this hour. Day by day, day by day. Oh dear Lord, three things I pray: see Thee more clearly, love Thee more dearly, follow Thee more nearly, day by day by day by day by day.
Wow. Robert.
A little homage to Mr. Biondi.
Good morning. First, I want to thank my mentor and magical leader over here on the right, and Ryan in the sound booth. I invite you to close your eyes as we head into meditation. I invite you to take a deep breath in. Let it out with a little sound. One more time. I invite you to notice your feet on the ground. Begin to notice your breath. And as you become present with your breath, I offer you grace. An invitation to notice what is there. I grant you courage to be present. Whatever is going on with you, whatever state of peace or turmoil, there is a place for you here. There's a place for you in all our hearts. And in those moments, where you find courage to be present, to notice your feelings, in those moments where the miracles begin. It is your faith that shines. I grant you love and kindness as you go out upon your day. Blessings, 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 blessings.
I've been advised to say that I wrote this song. would help if my guitar was on. All right, here we go. I'm stuck inside the place I cry. I'm stuck inside the place I hide. But staring at these walls makes them crumble. I think it's time for something new. While the voice in your head becomes a mumble. Break down or rebuild, it's all up to you. I'm stuck inside the place I cry. I'm stuck inside the place I hide. But staring at these bricks, I start to wonder, how can we build a better home? Raise up the roof and pour a new foundation under. Take your time, steady and slow. Know yourself, grow yourself. Know yourself, grow yourself. Know yourself, grow yourself. Know yourself, grow yourself. I'm stuck, get right. This house of mine, I'll go outside. This house of mine.
Oh, that was fun. I'm enjoying this morning because there have been so many things that have happened since I got up this morning that I have not experienced before, or they have shown me that there's no way that I can stay in a box, even if I wanted to. Because even when I stay in the box, there's always something tapping on it, or kicking it, or it falls over, or or something. But I have behind on the slide, look at all the different kinds of boxes there are in the world, or possibilities. I don't know which box is your box. Do you see a box up there that you could relate to? That you don't have to get into it, but just a box that you can relate to. Because boxes oftentimes have really good things in them. Christmas boxes, what is it, Sound of Music, brown paper packages tied up with string. Lots of times boxes have really good things in it. The thing of it is that while things go in boxes and things can be in boxes, it's really, in general, living things don't need to be or shouldn't be in boxes. They don't belong in boxes. Boxes are for things. Well, I should take that back, because once I received a little puppy in a box for Christmas, and that was a really fun thing. So boxes can be very versatile in many, many ways. But there comes a time, next slide, please. Next one. There we go. All right, thank you. You know, sometimes when we, in our lives, get to a place, though, where we're feeling really boxed in or constrained or restricted or just kept from doing what we really, really want to do, there are a lot of feelings that go with that. Have you ever felt like, even without being in just a big cardboard box or a box of something, where you just needed to break free? I think if I look around this congregation, and I'm thinking of Unity in general, Unity is a place where people have come, I believe, to get out of a kind of box in their lives and to find something new and a new way of being. That was certainly true for me in the past. I needed a new way to be in spirit, a new way to be in God, a new way to be on this earth and have a spiritual life, and a way to express that feeling that was inside of me. You know, once you can identify, once we, all of us, I'm always talking to myself as well, once we can understand that those feelings are really strong and that we need to do something about them, then that's the beautiful place to be in life, because that's a place in which you can choose then, in that moment, to just break free to create a more fulfilling and authentic life. Anaïs Nin, the poet, said, "And the day came when the risk to remain tight in a bud was more painful than the risk it took to blossom." Think of that. The day came when the risk to remain tight in a bud was more painful than the risk it took to blossom. I'm taking a risk. I'm stepping out of my box as minister, because I was in ministerial school, I was told never to do this. I don't look good in hats, but I put it on anyway. So I'm putting it on. That's my risk for today. Oh gosh. When it does come time, though, be open to new experiences, learning, and personal growth. Don't be afraid to step out of that comfort zone to try new things. Sometimes you need a little help, though, getting a better view of what's outside the box. Next slide, please. And that's where family and friends come in. They can begin. If you can't do it by yourself, scratching from the inside out or lifting the lid, then you have a friend or a family person who can get those scissors out or do what it needs to help you get out of a box. And the wonderful thing is, we can be that for each other. We can be the person who helps the next door neighbor or the family friend or someone to get out of the box. Spirit is willing too to see us fulfilled. As that little guy is looking out of the box, I often wonder what he's thinking. What is outside of the box for him. He knows for sure that he doesn't need to be in a box. So, what was the first thing that happens next? Well, we take a little time to look at the space inside the box and the little space outside the box. And then, either by the pressure in life or by our own doing, we begin to work our way out. One box at a time, one tag at a time, one unfoldment at a time. And that's a good way to go, is to do it slowly. Now, I know that some of you, I know 3 or 4 people in here for sure, that if they want to get out of a box, they aren't going to take it slow. They're going to just burst right out and push it away. But I think for most of us, we need to take our time when we're getting out of our box and deciding what it is we want to do in life. Do any of you have dreams? Do any of you have thoughts? Do any of you still have, at whatever age you are, a desire to do something a little crazy, a little different? I'm having heads shaking all over the place. That is good. I don't feel alone then. That's great. Realizing where we are, taking that first step, just pushing one side open of that box, one side of the other, is a good thing. A good thing. Keep doing it. Keep trying it. Now, both boxes, lids are coming open for this little guy. And next slide, please. As he comes out of the box, he's looking to say sort of, is this how it works, Mom? Did I do it right? Are you okay with me doing this? We often need affirmation to know that we are on the right path, doing the right things in the right way. Affirmation that it's okay to get out of the box. We need approval and encouragement. And that's what you and I are here for, isn't it? To encourage others in the steps that they take to create new and wonderful things in their lives, our lives together. That's why we have Unity of the Valley. Whenever you come here every Sunday, you may not know this, but a little seed of something goes home with you and nudges you inside from somewhere, either from the music, from this talk, from being with other people. There's always something that is inside that you take out with you. And if you hold on to it, even if you don't know what it is, if it's just a feeling, hold on to that, because that will help you along the way. Helps me to stay outside of the box. Well, sometimes when we get a little further, we need to get that affirmation and approval. Next slide, please. Like, again, did I do it right? I'm going to come out. Am I strong enough? Am I brave enough? Do I know the way to do this? Is it really my turn? As you open to new experiences, there is always more than one way to create the next step in your life. To seize the opportunity for growth, for self-discovery, for new experiences, for personal growth. And as a good friend of mine says to me over and over, you can do it. You can do it. So I would like us to say in this moment of time together, no matter what it is, I can do it. Ready? I can do it. Again. I can do it. Once more. I can do it. All right, there we go. Thank you. Okay, now for each other, you can do it. You can do it. Again? You can do it. Are you looking at somebody next to you or close to you? You can do it. I like that. That looks very friendly from up here. There are lots of smiles on lots of faces. I like the way that looks. Now, once we step out of that box or out of that restriction or out of that whatever's holding us back, sometimes it's just a little, I'm not sure whether this feels exactly right because I'm unsure, and shouldn't I still be doing that thing over there or that thing over there? Or shouldn't I be, shaping up and not wearing a hat up on the platform, which I was told not to do? Should I? Maybe I should just be a little bit more, reserved, a little bit more ministerial, a little bit more mature, or maybe I shouldn't have made that decision because it didn't turn out the way that I wanted it to. And we get a little hesitant sometimes. So, sometimes we do this. It's kind of crawl back into the box for a little while. I'm guilty of that. That's a terrible word, isn't it? I have done that before. Sort of crawled back into my box just to test it out, just to make sure that that isn't the better place, and sit and rest for a while. And now once again, I'd like to have you share with each other, softly, you can do this. A little louder. I support you. Good, you guys are so good at this. I support you too. And then as you sit there and as you contemplate and you realize that there is no way that you can ever go back in that box again. Really, you can never go fully all the way back. And that's the joy, to realize you can never go fully all the way back. So once you're out, even if you have to creep back once in a while, you can't fully go back. The beautiful thing of that too is that there's a wonderful, wonderful spirit in this world, a very divine and loving spirit that is around us everywhere. And that spirit is the can-do guy, the can-do gal, the can-do ethereal, the can-do angel, the I'm here for you angel. That spirit has been with you, with me, from all of us since birth. And that spirit loves us. That spirit wants us to be happy. That spirit wants us to have joy. That spirit says, I created you in the image and the likeness of joy, of peace, of hope, of love. Go live your life. There's a verse in the Bible that says, go forth and multiply, and I always thought that meant a lot of kids. I didn't want to multiply too often or too much. But go forth and multiply, in my way of thinking, means go forth and multiply the feelings, the joy, the good. Give back to the world all the things that have been placed within you. Give those with joy, and so that they can multiply, so that the planet can be lifted up. And right now we need so much lifting up, so much. So now is the time to let the spirit and the life and the love within us and the joy multiply to varied degrees. Then when you're outside of the box, you can have a lot of fun, and you can make friends with your box if you want to. Now, if this doesn't work, you get to laugh. But it's supposed to work. Bonnie said it would. Just a moment. Didn't work, Bonnie. All right. I'm out of my box. I'm shining. I'm ready to shine, no matter what I look like. I made friends with my box. I just haven't made friends with my coordination in my body. I no longer want to be what I used to be, and I'm ready to move beyond. And you too can move along right now. If you were in your box, being the great person that you are, you might have been transformed so much to the place that you don't have to crawl back in it for contemplation. But you can recreate your box in a new image and make use of everything that you learned in it in a new and different way. And next slide, please. Because sometimes boxes can be protection. It can be protection, but, drag it around with you for a little while, and this one you can take off and on. It doesn't hurt when you're in it. It doesn't hurt when you take it off. It's all in the process of getting to know yourself better, getting to know the world, to love the world, and to love your life just the way it is. Again, back to the opening saying, and the day came when the risk to remain tied in a bud was more painful than the risk it took to blossom. Going to go forth and blossom. I don't have anything else really to say on the subject, except I want all of us to remember to be there for each other, because boxes can get recreated really fast. You could get, and like maybe tomorrow I'll find myself in a box. This morning when I was picked up to come to church, I was asked if I was ready to go. I thought, no, I'm not ready to go. I was a little afraid to get in the box of getting up here and doing this with the hats and stuff. But the encouragement was, do it anyway. I stepped outside the box, and here you are, and here I am, and it's been a glorious experience to be up here in front of you. And when it comes time, hi back there, somebody's waving, I don't know who it is, but hi. Welcome to this box, this beautiful big box with all these people in it that we can come into and we can go from and we can give back to the world with great joy. After Inga leads us in the offering affirmation, I chose a song that Donovan's going to sing for us, and I chose, Laura likes it too, I hope. Anyway, just a little thing about getting in and out of boxes, and when you get out of your box and you feel good, then you run back in your box and then you get out. Just remember that there are many times in life when you will re-experience the box, and there will be many times that you'll be able to get out of it now. So let's all say together, I'm going to say it first. Again, that's that wonderful statement. You can do it. You can do it. Say it. You can do it. Now, I can do it. I can do it. All right, and away we go, and I'm done for today, and thank you for the hats, Bonnie, wherever you are.
And now that we've all been encouraged to get out of our box, I encourage you to give thanks, to just open your heart to the affirmation that we are about to say together, because we are so abundant. We proved that by raising the roof. So if you'll take your love offerings, please, and join me in saying, divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I give in love, and I trust God.
Nothing's impossible, I have found.
For when my chin is on the ground, I pick myself up, dust myself off, and start all over again. Don't lose your confidence if you slip. Be grateful for a pleasant trip and pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and start all over again. Work like a soul inspired until the battle of the day is won. You may be sick and tired, but you'll be so glad when you're done. Will you remember the famous ones who had to fall to rise again? So take a deep breath, pick yourself up, and start all over again. Work like a soul inspired till the battle of the day is won. You may be sick and tired, but you'll be so glad when you're done. Will you remember the famous ones who had to fall to rise again? So take a deep breath, pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and start all over again. Thank you. Good job. Thank you.
We are so grateful for these gifts of love and abundance. We know that this beautiful expression of each and everyone's love right here and right now go to wherever they're needed to be worked best for this church community, for this community as a whole, for this country, for this world, for whatever we given in love, has the wings of divine love to go where it's needed, and we are so grateful for this. Thank you so much. So I do want to say that we are very grateful for your gifts, and some of those gifts are gifts of your presence, your time, as well as your treasure and your talent. And today we want to give a big shout out to our kitchen angels who, when you go back there, yes, big hand, yes. So when you gather in the fellowship hall for salad and wonderful things, know that the kitchen angels have been here way early, setting this up for you, sometimes even cooking these things, bringing these lovely treats and lunch to us, and they do give every week of their time, even folks coming in, setting up tables, just making it lovely for us to gather, and we're so grateful for that. And also, I want to thank all the volunteers here, for so many of you are such a great part of keeping this church together and lifting it up in love by your time and talent. Also, want to mention our prayer chaplains, who you will find over on the side of the room after service wearing these stoles. Aren't these lovely? I'm so happy to have this. And we will pray with you, or just talk to you, or just come to get to know us and what's going on, because that's our joy to give that gift. Thank you so much.
Okay, please rise and join us in the peace song.
Peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With